You know, a lot of times when we find ourselves snooping and trying to, sneak and look into someone's cell phone, it's not so much that we don't trust them as much as it may be that we don't trust ourselves. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Miss Charlotte, and it is Sexy Saturday, where we talk about our issues on the topics of love, sex, and relationships. And I really wanted to touch on this whole looking into somebody's cell phone business. It is just, it speaks more to you than it does to them. And I'm just going to get to why, because I know this topic is like, so many people feel like, oh, God gave them a sign to look through the phone to find out this and to find out that. Let me just say this, okay? I love me some God. And sometimes we be putting stuff on God that's just not even right. First of all, God is not an enabler of our bad habits. God delivered us, okay? He delivered us from our bad stuff. So we got to stop using that as an excuse, because at the end of the day, we already really be knowing. That's why you already looking, because deep down you already know. And it goes back to not trusting yourself. You don't trust yourself to just do what you need to do and leave the person alone, because you're looking for several reasons. One reason you're looking is because something in your gut, a gift that God gave us. God gave us all free will, a mind, brains, common sense, and that intuition that's in your gut. Now, some of us use it and some of us tend to ignore those gifts. But when it's eating at you and you already know, it's either that you have a trust issue because you've been hurt before, and you're afraid to get hurt again. So that's dangerous, because when you're looking for something negative, you're going to find negative because you're just looking for it. It could be something innocent. The person could actually be a good person, but because you have trust issues, you're going to look for something negative and you're going to find it because you need to find it because you have trust issues. That's one. The second thing is, a lot of times we know how we met the person in the first place. Let's just keep it all the way grown and sexy here, okay? We know how we might have gotten them in the first place. Some of you have hooked up with people already had somebody, but you wanted them, so you did what you did and you got them. And so now you're kind of curious to see if they eliminated that other person or if they're still with that other person. So that's why you're snooping around, because the guilt is yours, because you know how you got them. You know how you met them. All right. And then, like I said, the other is you already know there's something about this person that they fulfill a need. And you don't trust yourself enough to let them go, because you know deep down they're not right for you, but you can't do it for whatever reason. Maybe you need companionship. Maybe you need love. Maybe you need sex. Maybe you need material things. So you are holding on to that need, and deep down their actions have shown you that they're not right for you, but you don't trust yourself enough to let it go. So you are looking for evidence. You are looking for something that will push you to have the courage, to push you to do what you know you should do. So that's why you're looking, okay? So another piece of thing that I just want to kind of leave with you as far as looking through cell phones. A lot of times people aren't hiding another lover. Sometimes they might be hiding how they really feel about you at some time. Okay? We all have good friends. And let's say you get into a fight, or, your lover got on your nerves. You might have texted somebody some shit. And it's private, And it doesn't mean you don't love the person or you don't care about the person, but maybe that person just got on your last nerve, or maybe you just needed to vent, and it's in a text and you don't want them to see that text because you don't want them to feel some type of way. Because we all have friends, we all have, people that we confide in, and sometimes we're talking about the person that we're actually with. And that could be also the reason why they don't want you snooping in their phone. Regardless, that is private. Okay, so I just wanted you to think about that today. The next time you go snooping in their phone, really ask yourself, is it them or is it you? Do you have trust issues? Are you just nosy and disrespectful? Period. Or did you meet them when they had somebody else and it's your guilt that's driving you crazy? Or is it simply that they're not the one and you don't have it in you to leave, and now you're just looking for something to help you get the courage? So think about that. The next time you go rambling, the next time you go being nosy, self-evaluate. I love to do this. And let me just give you a little bit of history before I let you go. Like, who she thinks she is, why she thinks she could tell me about something. Let me just give you a little backdrop, okay? I'm older. I done been in love. I done been a player. I done been faithful. I done been engaged. I done lived with men. I done been a pseudo stepmom. Okay, I've experienced a lot of love. And growing up, I really was just not attractive at all, okay? Flat-chested, no ass, red head, freckles, but nobody checking for me, okay? And so it allowed me to have a lot of guy friends. And I had girlfriends, but I had guy friends too. And what that allowed me to do was to hear and see different perspectives. So quickly, a girlfriend would tell me about sex with one of the guys. Oh, it was so romantic. He loved me. He took me right away. He wanted me so bad. He took me right away, and we just had sex right where we were. Then when I'm hanging out with him, I hear the other side of the story. Oh, she just a hoe. She let me fuck her right there on the steps in my hallway. Two different perspectives. So what that allowed me to do was to see that sometimes people will fantasize about the same experience when another person may just see it for the way it really is. Doesn't mean one is right, doesn't mean one is wrong. It's just, it is what it is. And you have to deal with it. So that allowed me to kind of grow up and say, see what people do. Listen carefully so that you can see if they're doing what they say. And that has allowed me to just have a better, understanding for behavior. So when I'm in a relationship, which I advise you, is to just enjoy it. Because trust me, if it's not meant to be, whatever is in the dark is going to come to light. You ain't going to have to worry about it. It's going to come to light. You're not going to have to dig. You're not going to have to look. It's going to come out. So when you're in it, just try to enjoy it for as long as possible, because you may fall in love. You might find love. You might grow and learn a lot more about yourself. But if you spend your time being insecure about it, snooping around, trying to see what they're doing, and you're just playing games, you never really allow yourself to be open and to experience that moment. Let's just say that moment. So if you understand what I'm talking about, give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. We are grown and sexy. We can always agree to disagree. You do not have to agree with me. Just keep it cute. Any hate, it's going to get deleted. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe and help me get my numbers up. I am so grateful for the subscribers that I have now. I love you all. I started out with nothing and now I have you guys. So I am so grateful. But if you want to help me get my numbers up, please hit the subscription button. And if you're watching this on my Facebook page, please like my page, follow and share. And if you're watching this on my IGTV, please follow and share. And until next week, I will see you later.